He has visited nearly 12,000 locations across North America. He stepped foot in more than 3,000 international stores. He says his journey is not just about one company, but rather the joys of travel and the interesting people he meets along the way. And he joins us from New York. Winter, lovely to have you with us. So if you've been in so many of these Starbucks, how many do you visit in one day? And do you have a cup of coffee in every one?
Number one rule of Starbucking is that I must drink at least a sample coffee at each one of the locations. My record is 29 in one day. When I was down in Peru last week, I managed to get to 60 in 4 days and 6 hours. So that was about 14 or 15 a day. But honestly, I'd rather take Starbucking at a more leisurely pace so that I can enjoy other experiences. Unfortunately, the exponential growth of the company has made it impossible. And as life has caught up with me, I find that I have less and less time for traveling. So I have to squeeze more stores into a shorter amount of time.
I love the fact that you're calling it Starbucking. I was just curious, you mentioned there the expansion. What is the most unusual one you visited around the world?
Right now, it was a couple of years ago in Dafaizu. It's a store in Fukuoka, Japan. And I personally consider it a work of art. You'll see these long beams that extend throughout the length of the store. I believe it was designed either by a famous artist or a famous architect, and it is unlike any other Starbucks you've seen in the world.
And what started this? Were you sitting in a Starbucks one day and you thought, you know what, I need another coffee, but I don't want to sit in this store, I might go up the one up the street. And is that how it started? Or, I mean, how did it come about?
Well, to be perfectly honest, the origins are rather banal and not that interesting. Just a random idea that occurred to me to ask the baristas, how many Starbucks are there? They said 1,500. And I said, well, I wonder if it would be possible to visit them all. I don't think the project really became interesting until I took that first trip out to the west coast of the United States and discovered that I really, really loved road tripping, which is a great American tradition, seeing all these new cities that I'd never explored, like Phoenix, Las Vegas, and Los Angeles. And as the project expanded, I found that it became an incredible challenge to keep up with Starbucks' expansion. And personally, I've always enjoyed solving puzzles, and this is like a puzzle on a global scale. Okay,
we're out of time, Winter. In one word, give me the store that you want to visit in the whole of the world. Where's the Holy Grail?
Milan Roastery, hopefully next year.
Okay, so if you're in Milan, sitting in the Starbucks, look out for Winter. He'll be there.